All right, now in this example, I'm going to be adding two base 4 numbers. So just a quick show of what that means. You're only going to be allowed to have 4 symbols. You're going to be allowed to use 0, 1, 2, and 3. And any position we have is going to be a power of 4 instead of a power of 10. So the 1's place would be 4 to the 0. Then you'd have the 4's place, then the 4 squared's place, the 4 cubed's place, and so on and so forth. Just like in our base 10 system, this would be 10 to the 0, 10, 10 squared, which is 100, 10 cubed, which is 1,000, and so on and so on. So the two numbers I'm going to be adding, let me copy them up here, are 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to be adding that to 3203. Notice I'm very careful not to say things like 32,000, etc., because these aren't base 10 numbers, and I want to be careful about that. Okay, so first things first, if we do 1 plus 3, well, that would give us 4. So that's interesting. Let me put that down here. The way that's going to work is that this is, let me put 4 to the 1 here, and then 4 to the 0 here. What's going on is that, well, if I add 1 plus 3, that gives me one lot of 4, and no lots of 4 to the 0, or 1. Now, since we're in base 4, these are our digits, the 1 and the 0. So the 0 is going to go down here, and then I carry the 1. It's no different than when in base 10, you do something like, say, 19 plus 1. If I do 9 plus 1, that's 10. We don't have a special symbol for 10. So what we do is we go, okay, that's no 1s and 1 10, and we carry that over. And we do 1 plus 1, and we say, okay, that's 2. That's how many 10s I have. The same thing is going on here. It's just going to feel kind of weird because you're so used to 10. But we're doing the same thing with 4. Okay, so let's move on. If I do 1 plus 2, that comes out to be 3, and that's fine because 3 is one of our allowed symbols. So I'll go ahead and put that down. Don't need to carry anything. Okay, now 3 plus 2. Now that gets interesting. 3 plus 2 is 5. So I'll put that right here. Well, 5 would be one lot of 4. And then how many lots of 1? Well, it'd be 4 plus 1 more, right? So 1 times 4 to the 0. Notice I'm using this really bright green to highlight this right here. If you take these digits, that's 1, 0. And for 5, the same pattern is going to work. It's going to be 1, 1. So it's one lot of 4 and then one lot of 1s. So if I do 3 plus 2, that gives me a 1 here. And then I carry the 1 over here. Okay. Now I do 1 plus 2 plus 3. That comes out to be 6. I'm going to do the same thing here. 6, okay. Well, it's 4 to the 1, 4 to the 0. Let's see how many we've got here. How many 4s? Well, I can write 6 as 4 plus 2. So I've got one lot of 4 to the 1, and then 2 lots of 1. And so there's our digits. Write a 2 here, carry the 1. And now I do 1 plus 3, which is 4. Notice we already did that. We wind up 4 is equal to 1 times 4 plus 0 times 1. So I put a 0 here, carry the 1, bring down the 1. And there we go. So if we add 32321 plus we add that to 3203, we come out with this number right here, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 0, and we got that number in base 4. And that is this example.